Hi guys, good morning. I'm just getting up because I'm on an annual leave. So I'm just getting up out of bed. Um, I went to bed last night thinking because I've listened to an interview by a dame, and she's a black dame, and she said something to me. Well, not to me, she said something during her interview which gets me thinking. And what she was speaking about was inequalities in the NHS, and some of the struggles she faced along her journey, and how she deal with them, and how she built her self-confidence. Well, one of the things that really struck me is that when she started speaking, that there was one particular interview she had, and the interviewer asked her how does she deal with a particular incident, and she turned around and the interviewer said to her, well, wouldn't it be your first reaction to speak up about racism? But she said, no, I'll tell you what, my first priority is to put food on my table. Yes, she have her job, but also whatever happening to her, she need to build the strength to be the bigger person. Well, for me, that doesn't sit right with me, because any situation you're in, or any injustice, as Martin Luther would say, any injustice is a threat to all justice. Yeah. And for me personally, looking at what she said, I really feel saddened. My heart feels saddened that she feels, or made to feel, as if she need to keep quiet, or else she will lose her job and unable to provide for her family. My question is, how many more people are feeling this way? How many more of us are feeling this way? That we need to keep quiet so we don't upset the peace, so we can, in order for us to keep our jobs. For me, this is not right. And this is really sad. Yeah. That we have to feel this way, and we have to behave in a certain way in order to keep the peace going. And as Martin Luther King would say, our lives begin to end the day we become silent, yeah, about things that matter. And racism does matter, as we can see. COVID-19 and Floyd have bring out loads of things that people have been keeping quiet. People are speaking up now. People are keeping quiet all these days and all these years about racism. But as we know, racism is real. And the reason why it keep on happening is because we keep quiet, because we are made to feel that we need our jobs, we need food on our tables. But we need to understand that, God has put us here, and all of us, whether you have a job, you don't have a job, you will have food. You will get food on your table. Once what you're doing, and in your heart you believe it is right and it is right, God will always provide for us. We always have to always remember that. That should be the first priority. Whatever affect one person directly affect all of us indirectly. So let us not keep quiet about racism. And the new thing I seen that popping up in the NHS and around us, or in conferences and on social media these days, is the importance of having white allies. I can never say that word. That's it's very important suddenly to have white allies. Yeah. What is this? Yes, it's very important for all of us, whether you're black or white, to live as one. But we're not supposed to be feel or made feel that we need to have these people to fight our corners. We shouldn't be fighting any corners. We should be living in peace. We should be living in unity. We should be living in with each other. Yeah, not to feel as if we're at war, because we're not at war. We're trying to to build back harmony. We're trying to bring to get peace back together. And having to think that we go to work and we need to keep quiet about certain situation, else we will lose our job. That is totally wrong, totally unacceptable. Okay, so let's start thinking. So let's start looking. One person would say we need to be observant. We need to look around us, look carefully what's happening around us. Listen, take time out to listen and see what's happening. And let us not keep quiet about bad practice. Let's not keep quiet about racism, because the longer we keep quiet, the longer it will carry on happening. And we have to think, if we don't correct it now, our children will have to correct it in their age, when they become of age. Yeah, and their children, if they don't correct it, will have to make it right. So let us make life a bit more easier for our children and our grandchildren. Let us start speaking out now. Let us call a spade a spade. Let us stop condoning wrong, bad practice, and let us start appraising good practice. Let us start saying and lifting up people who actually doing good things. Yeah, and let us stop praising people who are doing bad things. Okay, because racism is racism in any shape or form. Okay, one love.